Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. Ready? All right, sick. I have seen way too many tier lists of people making them and not actually basing them on any type of power, cost, their like effects or anything. No, I'm gonna base it on actual facts about the guns, or not just like on whether they look good or whether like situational things. No, I'm basing them all around, nothing else. So of course we're gonna start with the first one, the default gun. For its cost, which is nothing, it's actually surprisingly good. Also, before I even start mentioning things, this tier list is not for any type of mobile player. Do not if you play on mobile, do not depend on this video. It is not good for you whatsoever. So we're gonna say this gun is actually better than like half the guns in the first tier. So we're just gonna put this right here. Balanced. It's not bad. It's not high to by quality though. It's just balanced. It's your average gun. It's the one that you start off with. So yeah, but to be the one that you start off with is actually pretty good. So next, move on to the SMG right here with the all quicker. It has a really high fire rate, but its range is just really bad. So unless you want to like walk up to other people and just spray them down almost like immediately, it's not good because most of the weapons on here have a lot of range, which this thing does not have. So unless you're trying to actually get to their base, which is pretty much impossible in this game, yeah, you're not gonna have a fun time with this gun at all. The Deagle, it's pretty good honestly. It's not base, but it's pretty good for how much it costs and for the fire rate on it. Even though it has like a lot of range, it's the fire rate it's like actually slow compared to these two guns right here, but it's its range is really far, and it's actually really good for like a gun that you're starting off with if you're good at aiming, or I call it short sniping pretty much. Yeah. Akima Uzis, I'm gonna put them above the SMG, but they're not balanced. They're not actually like a good gun per se. Because again, it has a little bit farther range, but no, it has like a little bit shorter range than the SMG, but way more like movement speed, so you can just run around with it instead. I play with these a lot because like it's just fun to like run around with them and spray down, but like against like a player who is well versed in the game, it's not fun. It's not fun actually. Next, we had the assault rifle right here. This is an automatic actually, so no all clear needed for this one, unless you wanted to go slower. Then it actually is, and it's not good. Honestly, it's not good if you ask me. M14, it's higher than the SMG, but it's not better than the Akima Uzis because of its movement speed. Its range is okay. It's better than like both of these. It's actually like better than the a default gun, but the default gun only has like a bit less range than the M14, but it still has like way more fire rate. So yeah, we're gonna be putting that inside of the mill so far. Now the UMP is actually a pretty good gun for like starting out. Like if you like buy it, it's really good for this. Like it has like a decent amount of move speed. It has like a fast fire rate, and it has decent range. It's not more range than the default gun for some reason, but it is pretty good for if you're just like starting out. And even though this tier list isn't for mobile players, yes, this gun is good for people who play on their phones. Which, yeah, this thing is absolute garbage, my guy. If you spend your money on this, it's pretty much a waste. It shoots 3 shots every like once. There's like a half a second cooldown after each 3 shots, and the shots aren't even that good compared to like the M14 or the SMG or default gun or the Deagle right here. It's just really trash. It's not worth it at all whatsoever. The LMG kind of bad actually four compared to these three actually. It has like it has more range than the SMG, but less than the actual M14. Although it has a ridiculous fire rate, it's not that good. Plus, it has really slow movement speed. So yeah, dual deagles, they have more range than the regular deagle, and it shoots faster. It has the same movement speed though. So yeah, again, this is honestly a good weapon, but I would put it in base tier, but it's not good enough for the guns that are there. Well, the ones that I have in mind at least. The scout compared to the other snipers, it's kind of bad actually. but it's not bad enough to be in trash. So we're just gonna put it here. No, actually, we're gonna put it here. Yeah, we're gonna put it here. Cause I mean, for like the first sniper, it's not all too bad, but once you get like, but like for like the first tier, it's kind of bad compared to these guns, which most of the time you're gonna be being shot at most of the time. Hence why snipers aren't the best in this game as a whole category. But there are some that will be going like more towards the top of the tier list though. We'll get to that at some point. The minigun is not good. It's not good if I'm being honest. It's just for like a minigun, really ridiculous fire rate honestly. Not as fast as the like dark matter guns, which we're not putting in this video because they're actually just cheating. But it's really slow, has like really terrible range, but a crazy fire rate. And in a game where spamming and running around is like the best thing to do to get kills, it's not good. It's just not good. Unless you're just gonna like sit in your base and just spray from there, it's not good at all. Now the P90, really, honestly, it's really good for its price. It's really good for its price. You can spray with it a lot actually. Good it has a good firing rate, a really high firing rate. It's faster than the it's a little less faster than the LMG. That's his fire rate. But the range is like it's more than the UMPs though. So it's a really good gun for a low price, honestly. That's just really good. Silence pistol, I'm gonna put it like at the top of the balance tier list. I honestly think that like for like the P90 for its cost, it's just way better than the silence pistol. But the silence pistol, it does have more range, and the fire rate isn't half bad. Honestly, it's faster than the a default gun. Which again, we're talking with auto clickers here, so yeah, it's pretty good. Honestly, it's pretty good. Dual Eagles, trash. I wouldn't say more so than the Thompson though. For their price, they are absolutely garbage, my guy. Like the range is a little higher than the Akima Uzis, and it doesn't even have good movement speed actually. And the fire rate is like it's slow. It's very slow. Even with like a all clicker, it's as slow as the Deagles, but just without the range at all. So it's just bad. Actual trash. AK, pretty good weapon. Pretty good weapon, honestly. I would put it for this. I will put it above the UMP because for its cost, it's pretty good. Honest, it's like pretty good. It has a high bullet speed, which bullet speed is really good in this game because like most of the guns in this game have bullet drop and low bullet speed because it's pain. Like it's not going to be instant. Otherwise, that would just be kind of overpowered. Like the dark bad guns, for example, which we're not talking about, but still, pretty good gun. It has like a good fire rate. It's as the fire rate is as much as the dual deagles, but it's not like the range is like actually good, and so is the bullet speed. And the movement speed is about the same as a default gun, so it's not too bad honestly. Sniper, balance gun. I'm just gonna put it above the default gun though. It's just your regular it's your average sniper. It doesn't have like the highest bullet speed in the game, but it has a lot of range, and it's just really good for like sniping from your base. Honestly, like, you shouldn't be like sniping anywhere else from your base in this game because like you just get shot down almost immediately. But it's still pretty good. Still pretty good. Next is the tune gun. Tune gun is the first gun with the actual effect, and it's one of them that actually goes into the 100,000. So it has to be good, right? For its price, it's all right. It's better than the AK because again, all quicker. It's a semi-fire gun, so it's honestly it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Has a little bit higher range than the AK here, and a way higher fire rate. Although the fire rate of the science pistol does beat out the tune gun by a lot, so we're just gonna keep the science pistol right there so far. The steampunk gun does outdo the science pistol though. It has way more cost, but it makes up for it for its really high fire rate, its actual decent range. It's like two times less than the Deagle, which is honestly pretty good for like a gun that can shoot as that can shoot as fast as the Akima Uzi. That's pretty good gun. Now we're going on to the quality weapons. These are the guns that cost a lot of credits, at least for people who like aren't in the end game yet. So right here, the Scar balance weapon. Honestly, it's yes, it's the first quality gun, but compared to the rest of them, it's not good. It's honestly just not good. But compared to the ones in the first tier, it's good. So of course it's gonna be better than these. Although compared to the Deagle and the dual Deagles, it's not as good because again the fire rate is actually higher than the Scar, which honestly it's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. I don't know why that's right there. The flame gun, definitely a good gun. I'd say it's like above the Deagle too, the because the flame gun, it has more range than the Deagle and it shoots way faster. Actually, it shoots as fast as the Scar. So pretty good gun, honestly, pretty good gun. Skeleton gun, I'd say it's like below this one. It has a really high movement speed, but the range is as much as the steampunk gun, and the fire rate is high, but for the range it's not all too good. Ice gun, pretty good gun honestly. Better than the Scar right here. Definitely better than the Scar right here. It's pretty much like a better Scar, but with a better fire rate. And no, it's pretty much like a Scar, but with a higher fire rate and a let's say, just like a little, not a little bit more, but actually like a quarter more range than the Scar. So let's say take like a Scar, take like a quarter of the range of, of the Scar, and put that on the ice gun. That's how much range it has. Pretty much, it has more range than this. So it's just a better version of the Scar. To be fair, also it shoots faster because all cooker. Bloom gun, base weapon. Honestly, for its cost compared to like a lot of the other guns, it's really good. It has great fire rate, great range, and for the price, it's honestly pretty broken. Actually, now I realize the Zap gun. Well, actually, I'm gonna put it right here at the top of the quality. Honestly, it's not base, but it is pretty good. It is pretty good. Party gun, by far one of the best weapons in the game for both its price, range, and fire rate. The fire rate is really good for its range because the range is, let's say the map on big paintball Nuketown 2021. Wait, no, Bridge 2021. It can reach from your spawn to the other guy's spawn, half like across the entire map. So that's really good. Honestly, that's really good. That's without like aiming your cursor straight up into the sky. By the way, unlike most of the tier 1 guns. Fart gun, pretty good. It's better than a zap gun actually. It's really, really, really. It's a pretty good gun. Not base though. It is a good gun though. Uh, it has some decent range. Honestly, it has more range than the Zapper, although it has a like lower like fire rate. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. By the way, I'm going off of this from muscle memory. I played like 3 games with each gun. If anything's wrong, that's my fault. That's only my fault, no one else's. Lightning gun, lightning gun, lightning gun. For its price, it's not bad. Although I'm not going to put it above the dual deagles because of its fire rate. It's not semi on the max, so no all quicker. Although its range is pretty good for its fire rate. And yeah, I said that like I wasn't going to like rate these on the effects, but this one has one of the best effects by far. I'm not rating it because of the effect, but it is like a really fun effect to just play with. I use this gun solely for that reason, actually. I use it a lot though, so yeah. Ray gun, dual ray guns, based, a great weapon. Honestly, it's this, but more range, more fire rate, and actually not a lot of movement speed. Actually, it's lower than the fart gun's movement speed, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Poop gun, it's up there. It's up there. It's definitely up there. Actually, it's definitely up there. Yes, it is better than the dual deagles. Honestly, it is better. But yeah, for its price, it's not all too bad. It's honestly pretty good even for its price. The range is about the same as the fart guns with the, but the fire rate is not good compared to these two. It's just not good. I say that's like it's similarities to the flame gun. Pretty much a better version of the flame gun. Also, I'm gonna be like making like a video on all the guns so that you can in fact see the speed, range, and cost of all the guns, so that you guys can maybe even hop on here and try to make your own tier list for it. Next, we have the Gemstone Pistol 4. Its fire rate is insane for a like good range gun, so we're gonna put it here. Actually, we're gonna put it here. Not about the like a fart gun though, because the fart gun has way more range than the not way more, but it does have more range than the Gemstone Pistol. Just the Gemstone Pistol has a really like high like fire rate actually. With an all clicker. Remember, with a all clicker, it's pretty good with that actually. Good range, all around pretty good. The cost is a little high, but it's fine. This gun, if I'm being honest, it's just, yeah, it's not that good, honestly. Compared to every other gun that has like all clicking abilities, this gun is honestly pretty bad compared to those. Cause for its price, 750,000, bro, you're paying that much for like a gun that has less range than the 25k Deagle over here. That's not good. The fire rate is fast. It's like a little faster than the Scars, but the range is as much as the skeleton gun. So yeah, that's not good. This is a base weapon, honestly. You know what? Actually, yeah, this is the base weapon, cause this weapon is good for all playstyles. It has high fire rate. It's really good for range, honestly. It has a pretty good range. The cost is honestly not that bad for how good it is as well. So, base weapon, all around good stats. I'm gonna be a little biased here. This is my favorite weapon, although it's not better than the like party gun. This has the like really high move speed of the Kimbo Uzis. As it has like one of, or if not the highest move speed in the game, but it still has good range. Not a lot of fire rate, but it's still pretty good for shooting people. I use this one the most out of all of them because I just like running around with like a high range gun. It's just really fun, honestly. Gemstone Scar, honestly, isn't exactly that good. I'm gonna put it not above the poop gun, but above the dual deagles, cause like it has good range and all, but like compared to like the clicker guns, actually, its range isn't good. I'm gonna change this out actually right quick. Hold on. There we go. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So compared to like the other guns, its range is actually kind of lacking. Kind of lacking. It's like a Scar that has a bit more range, and that's it. And it costs like 4 times more for that price for some reason. So I don't know why, but yeah. And then we have the firework gun. This thing is good. It's alright. But for its price, compared to the other guns whose price is like really low for how good it is, it's not good. It's just not good in price terms. It's a good gun. It's like well rounded. It's just not all too well. So actually, we're gonna put it inside of the balanced tier, above the Scar. Not above the Ice Gun gun. Ice Gun is kind of base. Ice Gun is kind of good. Going gun. Definitely a good gun. Like the like fire rate. The fire rate is insane actually for like how much range it has. And again, it has that special quality of if whenever you shoot someone, it gives you 5 more credits. So this is the only gun that has that property. So we're gonna put it one more tier up for that as well. Well, actually, we're just gonna it'll be probably like up here if it had that, but Again, it's not better than these because of its price. The price is a little bit over 2 million, so yeah, that is a hefty amount, but still really good gun if you can get your hands on it. Now for this, it's gonna be like above this gun right here, the tempered AK, right? It's not. Its range is actually lower than these two guns right here because it's not like a auto quick gun. Well, actually, its range is higher than the going gun, but because of its cost, like it's really high cost, like 3 million, no, like 2 million. It's higher than the going guns cost as well. So like, it's meh. Yeah, it's base, but it's meh. I'm gonna go with the sniper here. At least sniper, it's pretty good. Okay, it's pretty good. I know I said like snipers aren't fit for this game, but this sniper, if you can aim right, is really good for just killing people who like just spam with it because of its instant bullet. So like it shoots really slow because obviously it's like a sniper in this game, but its range and its bullet speed is really good. So like if you can land that like one shot, you can most of the time if you have like two people are coming towards each other, the person with the sniper is like gonna win if they can hit that shot because it's just a faster bullet speed. It has some of the most highest bullet speed in the game. They have the tempered AK. Sorry, tempered scar. Here's the same thing. Although I will put it above the Ukraine gun because honestly, it's not. It has a lot of range. Don't get me wrong, but the fire rate and the cost kind of drags it down a bit compared to the other all clean guns. So now you have DC right here, which I honestly, which I actually did not unlock it, but I've seen gameplay of it. This is actually right here because it's basically a better version of this gun, and this gun is already really good. So we're just gonna put it here. Well, actually, we're gonna put the Miles gun above it, but yeah, this gun again, it's a mini gun. It's way higher than the original mini gun. No, mini guns fire rate, but its range is honestly kind of lacking. It's kind of lacking. Yeah. All right, that's gonna do it for today's video. That was the big paintball tier list right there. As you can see, a lot of the guns that are in the earlier stages are actually pretty high up there. So this just goes to show that the balancing in this game isn't exactly the best, but it's still a pretty fun game if you want to get into it. Although I do suggest if you're gonna rage over like the littlest things, don't play this game because at some points it's really rage inducing.